I've just had word that the wagon's on its way. So, like I say, I've ordered a whole load of wood and I haven't got it cut, but what I have got is my trusty wheelbarrow. So hopefully I can get this all this, because quite a bit of it. Get us fit, that's what it's all about, get us fit. And what I'm intending to do is just kind of build a frame a day. Do you know what I mean? If it's come finish work, pop up and build a frame. See how it goes anyways. Let's wait until this wood comes. There's the end of the truck and more than I thought. So, oh dear, them big ones as well, man. So I'm gonna plough on and I'll get them. There's my post as well. Man, build a bloody house with all this. Let's get this up to the allotment then. I think it's a cup of tea time. Right, it's now a few hours later after transporting all that wood. It knocked us for 6. Hey, I was wobbling all over the shop. Man, they're a big one. God, them they are so big. So, anyway, I've come back up. I'll show you the length of them now, man. What I wanted to just see if I can, look at the size, that's the full length of the bed, man. Actually, you know, shouldn't I? I should just make one big long one. Do you know what I mean? That would give us a 4 foot wide by, nah, I don't know, no, it's not, I'm getting away from that. No, I was just thinking on the spur of the moment. What I'm going to do is I want to just curiosity's sake see if those beds are good for like actually making, you know, like using them as benches, and you know, just see if I can kind of cut, because that's a wieldy beast, that thing there, that length of wood, you know what I mean? It's like, it's 2 inches thick. It's just like, some of them, you know, or a couple are nice and light, the rest are just, and like I say, I was I'd wobbling. So I'm going to tackle on, and I might try and make one, you know, one of the, to go over there, one of the 4 foot by 7 foot ones. See how it goes and see how long it takes us. Just seen there, my battery ran out and I never got a chance to explain. So that is the new bed. That's a nice new size, a nice size should I say. But I've got some of these brackets just to put on the corners there, just to give it a little bit, because, and it's more to do with when I'm moving it, I'm dragging it by myself, you know, it does move a little bit, you know. I mean, it's solid, but once it's kind of set in, but I'm just gonna, you know, to get it level and that, I might kind of end up knocking it out the sink. So for these 2 big ones, or what I'm calling bigger ones, I've got some brackets, and maybe I might put them on them ones. So the plan tonight today is, hello, can you say yes? Hello, yes, handsome chap or handsome shadder. It took us, for that one yesterday, it took us 1 hour and 10 minutes to time myself. So the intention is today to build another one and hopefully try and get them back sitting on there, on these, and then I'll paint them tomorrow when I finish work. Then really, I'm not going to dig them in, then I'm going to go and try to build the ones that are going to go there. That's the plan. Come along with us for the journey, see how we do. First one I did, you know, these ones I was fighting on the soil and everything, and it just wasn't happening very well for us. Where here now, you know, you can just get on and you can just build it on these benches, and they're like having super workbenches. So I'll still crack on, you know, nearly finished. Well, not nearly finished, no, not nearly finished at all, but I'll crack on anyways. As you can see, I've put a couple of them brackets on, and I think I'll go around because that's actually it's right. It's better than what I thought. But I don't want it, when I move it, you know what I mean, they kind of do move a little bit, so we're just kind of wheeling them, getting ready for painting and that. I'll put these brackets on, so I'll whiz round and get them ones done, then we'll come back, maybe have a cup of tea. 24 hours has gone by, and hey, it's weird how it's just like, for you, it's just, I'll have to put something on so like the passage of time goes over. But I left here, finishing them, because I put it on, I realised I had a water as well. So I was doing some water. It was about 10:15 when I left here now. And it is, in the next day, it is not even 24 hours, it's 2:20. So, and what I'm going to do, I've got my paintbrush, I've got my stain. I'm going to give them a tickle over, paint them up, and they do. I'll show you as well. They go like pretty bright orange, you know, to begin with. But then they'll over the 24 hours they calm down to the dark. It'll be nice to see what they look like now because they're on top of the other beds. And I was just talking to one of the allotment growers, and I've been struggling to get bloody cucumbers, and I've got loads, Tony. So I think this one is Desire. He said it is. They grow around about C big, so, and it's a lot better than the ones I've got, so I might get some. I've got a little bit of compost, I might just bang that one in as well, because that one looks a nice one, you know what I mean. I know it's still 5 inches, my 5 inches, your 5 inches, what's 6 inches. So I'm going to crack on there now with the beds. I'll set up a little time lapse. You don't have to kind of watch that, but it'll not take that long. 30 seconds of me painting. See you soon. There we go. So, did you notice that last little bit I painted myself in the box that I couldn't get over? It was all wet. So the intention now is, I'll show you. First time I painted, let's just show you this box there. I actually didn't paint it all. Then these boxes down on the bottom, I didn't paint the actual bottoms of them. So I've painted them all like that, but the actual underneath is still a little bit white. I mean, it's been treated the wood, but you know, you learn as you go on. So what I'm intending to do, because that bottom one there is nearly touch dry, I'm intending to put it on its side and paint the bottom and then get round to this one as well and do that one. Then that's them really covered, and I'll go around again, give them like a little brush, you know, because a little bit messy in some places. You can see, I don't know if you can see on that bottom one, you can see like lots and lots of brush strokes on it. It just looks like more like a whitewash. So I'll have a little go around tidying it up, and then that should be them, hopefully. There we go, all done. Right, we'll get back in the hut for a cup of tea and a chat. So, I think, did I mention, like I say, tomorrow I've got a morning off, 2 mornings, tomorrow and the next day. I've got the morning off. So the intention is to build them other ones 6 foot by 4 foot, 3 of them, to pop them, can you see there, turn around, behind us over there. But I don't know if I mentioned this, to actually get it so, excuse me, they're actually another layer high. Now I'm hoping I've got enough. God, I'm sweating like a trooper. Look at that. I don't get me to do your house, man. Now then, since the last time, which was just a few seconds for you, for me, same shirt mind you, but for me it's been a few days, probably about 4 since, I can't remember what I actually said, but I know I was building the beds. So I want to show you these bad boys. Now excuse the wind if there's any, but look at them. Look at them. Whoop, get me thing right. There we go. So that is the final 3 built. And I've just got them on them other ones just to actually paint them and to kind of, and it's so much easier to have them, some beds already built, to build ones on. They took, you know, I'm probably, I don't know, 40 minutes, an hour, something like that each one. Painting was, you know, a dream on them. So the idea is, if I can just swing round, I'm going to, if I can, put them in this bed today and level them out. That's the project for today. Let's just go over here. As you can see, those ones are done and they're not level, but that's how the position they're going to be. And then that's it really. The next stage is possibly, should I say, to lay some irrigation pipe work around here, and then eventually to get the flags in, or whatever medium I decide to actually go with. So you will see me, you'll not hear us because there'll be lots of curse, more potty words, but I'll just put it on time lapse and try and get these beds level. Now they don't, obviously, as you can see, they're 3 boards tall there, so they're not going to be, you know, with any relation to those 3 over there, or should I say those 4. So I'm just going to put them here and level them by themselves, and that bottom one there is a key one, as well as that top one. You know, I'll probably put that bottom one in first, then I can kind of work backwards. So that's the plan. Let's see if it works. Whew, I tell you what, she's hard work. That was, I've just had a check on there, it took a minute of video recording to do what, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of like, sheer hard work. What I'm stopping for is just you might have noticed there's no string. And what I had a good think about this last night, and what I wanted to do was really just do it by eye level, because I did the other one by string and it's all right, but I just thought if I keep on going over the side of the fence, I'd do it by eye level and just try and level it up that way. But the number one reason why I'm doing it this way is I've got no string. I ain't gonna be due to go to the shop and get some, so it's eye level. Hey, I need glasses all the time as well, so let's hope at least that middle one's went in all right. I'm going to tackle now the last one there, and then I'm going to go on them two at the corner, and then that's the day, and that'll be the bed set. Then we on to the irrigation system. Now then, it's finished. Yes, the mammoth build is finally finished. I've got them all built and all levelled, and I've even topped some up as well with some good compost, different variety, different mix of composts. So that's it. I'll give you a little look round. Like I say, I'm going to, you know, potter on doing an irrigation system, maybe, and sometime in the future, not yet, get round to maybe flagging or paving or doing some sort of like nice path with them as well, because it'd be a shame to leave them as soil, and you know, but that's certainly, let us get over this. So some thoughts as I show you around these beds. Hard work, mind you. You know, I'm still, this is just putting bags of soil in, you know, I've done everything by myself, and I wanted to do that actually because I didn't want to, you know, because I wanted to say I did it myself, basically. I didn't want to kind of, you know, rely on people and have to kind of, can you just give us a hand, will you? How do I do this? I've just muddled through and done it myself. And there was times, mind you, when I could have had, you know, some help, definitely, you know, just moving, especially the big ones, you know, just moving them. So let us go over there and I'll have a look around and we'll have a little chat. So like I say, it's 9 o'clock there now. My wife's, she's divorced almost. She doesn't even know I exist. Being up here. So there, look at that. There they are. Excuse the wind if you can hear the wind. We've actually had Hector, a gale called Hector, come over, which has actually ripped a bit of the polytunnel. So there is the beds, and like I say, I filled that one up with a mixture of quite a few things. Actually, some good old garden compost, some soil conditioner, some topsoil, and compost, just normal compost. These are the big ones, and you know, you can kind of, you know, I'm 6'3", and if you have a look there, they kind of come up to my knees, so they're a fair height. So they're lovely. That's lovely to work on, to be quite honest. I'm really proud with these ones. There's still 2 to fill up with the soil, but they're as level as I can get it, like I say, and hopefully, you know, they'll build to last, or build as best as I can to get them to last. Like I say, I'm going to eventually get the path sorted out. I put a hose pipe, I dug it like a trench and buried under there, so you know, at least I've got the water supply if I do the irrigation. Like I say, the paths are all right, but one day I'll get round to it. But it took some doing. Like I say, it's a lot harder than what I thought, or I'm a lot older, a lot unfit, should I say, or just not out of condition. It's just, they're just big wheelie things, especially, you know, like I say, especially them things there are just a ton weight. But hopefully that's it, you know. I might put some edges on, you know, you can remember I put some edges on these two. I might, just on them big ones, stick some edges on, see how that goes. But that's it, you know. And like I say, these two are up and away. These are they've been a bit knocked with the wind, mind you. These are those Cavallel Nero cabbages, or Savoy, or is it kale? And I've got some spring onions coming on there. I've got some more of that Cavallel Nero I'll put in, but I've got Sarah Raven's. I got some dwarf beans. I think I put in, did I put 3 rows in there? So they're starting to come. I'm going to put some radishes in one of them, just to, you know, quickly get some into it, some veg in, and then I'll see how I go with the other ones. I'm not too sure. I know I've got more Savoy cabbage, more turnips. I think I might have some cauliflower, I'm not too sure. But just stick something in, you know, maybe a couple of big pumpkins in one of them, just for this year, you know, just to get something going in them. But the next task, just to fill them too. And like I say, I've got some good, you know, garden compost and a few more bags of, that's actually, that you can see there, that's the soil conditioner. Not exactly 100% sure whose make it is, but it's a mixture. Keith Singleton's, there you go, Keith Singleton's organic soil conditioner. It's a mix of farmyard manure, bark, you know, grass and everything like that. So it felt lovely when I was putting it in. So there we go. We'll have a little sit on that old seat there and just rest these weary bones, because like I say, each night I've been getting in and it's just, you know, like it's actually in the morning time getting up stiff as anything, like an old bull trying to move. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little, you know, series on the beds. I'll keep them going. I'll put it like a playlist, because like I say, I'll be doing things with this side of the garden as well. So, but it's nice just in the future, you know, as the bones get older, just to have a little bit easier, not much digging, you know, just a little bit potter about. So that was the whole idea, you know. So anyway, I'll speak to you soon, and I'll just leave you for a few seconds with the beds.